Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Shelly Show Williams, Phillie's Oprah, host and executive producer of Single on a Saturday Night. And guess what? I've teamed up with DJ Kid Disco. He is the king of the podcast, and we have Zoom Your Podcast Masterclass. Have you ever wanted to start a podcast, learn how to be a Zoom professional, throw a virtual party? Now is the perfect time to learn all about it in Zoom Your Podcast. Go to ShellyShowWilliams.com or go to Instagram at Shelly Show Williams or at DJ Kid Disco. DM us. Find out more information. This class is a must-take class. Hey everybody, it's Shelly Show Williams, Phillie's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, Single on a Saturday Night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just the course for you. Please go to ShellyShowWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the get down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is CYNDA Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio. Radio.
Know what time it is.
Mighty on the scene, the Grown Folks Radio.
Know what time it is.
Mighty on the scene, the Grown Folks Radio.com.
Know what time it is.
Mighty on the scene.
Know what time it is.
Mighty on the scene, the Grown Folks Radio.
Know what time it is.
Mighty on the scene, the Grown Folks Radio.com.
Know what time it is. Know what time it is.
Hey everyone, and you know what time it is. Inspirations. Inspirations with Monty. I'm going to start out and just thank God for another day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm just going to say thank you, God, for another day. And thank you for carrying me. Thank you for getting me started, Lord, with another day that you have made. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. I'm going to also ask you, God, to let everyone get something from what you have given me. All right. I'm going to open up. There is a poem. Some of you may have heard of it. Some of you may not. But it's one that's really dear to my heart. And I know that a lot of people also feel that it touches them. And it's called Footprints. Some of you may have heard of it and some, but anyway, I'm going to read it to you. So listen. Footprints. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and one to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand, and he noticed that Many times along the path of his life, there were only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened during the lowest and very saddest times of his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I've noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why, when I needed you the most, you would leave me. That's a question I know all of us ask. So the Lord answered, and he said, my precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During those times and trials and suffering, when you only saw one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. A lot of times when I read things, I ask God to give me the scriptures to go with it so that I can back it. And that's what I'm going to do today. This poem that was written, some of them says unknown, and as far as the author and stuff like that. But I'm actually going to get into some scriptures that back what we just read, to where during those times when we need God the most, he actually carries us. And if it's in the Bible, like we've been talking, it's word, it's the truth, it's 100, as they say. So God's promises, he promises to carry us. The Bible scripture that we're going to look up is going to be Isaiah 40, verse 11. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lamb in his arms and he carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. So that tells you right there that he carries us close to his heart. He's our shepherd and we're his sheep. He tends to his flock. Another scripture, when we are sorrowful and we're distressed, Isaiah 63:9. In all their distress, he too was distressed. Let me read that again. In all their distress, he too was distressed, which means that the scripture starts off telling you that if we're bothered or if we have something that bothers us, it bothers the Lord. And the angel of his presence saved him. In his love and mercy, he redeemed them. He lifted them up and carried them all the days of old. So through his grace and mercy, he's carrying us, all of us. Now, it doesn't say some, it says all. So no one is not too less than or any of that. It says all. So all of us, he carries all of us until the days that we're old, until you grow old. And even then, he's still carrying us. The reason why we read scriptures is because we back some of those feelings that we have. Sometimes we get weary and we question if God's there. But he tells us in his word that he is. But it doesn't state that we're not going to go through some things. We're going to go through some things, but we also have to know that he's carrying us, that he has our back. As they say, nowadays, you got my back. Jesus got my back. Got my back, got my front, got my side. He got me. And not only me, he got all of us, because that's what it just said. He has all of them. He carries all of us. Another point is God carries us when we feel weak. He fights our battles, and he sustains us, and sustains us with goodness. Deuteronomy 1, Deuteronomy 1. Well, say that 3 times. The tongue twister. Deuteronomy 1, verse 31. And in the wilderness, there you saw how the Lord your God carried you. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because a lot of the scriptures, when you read in the Bible, it pertains to us in the wilderness. Okay, it's another word that's used that when we're going through things, when you feel that being in a when you're weak, you can't fight. That's your wilderness. That's your wilderness. Whatever the things that are coming up against you, that's your wilderness. So during them times, it states right here in the scripture that the Lord your God is carrying you. You, me, scripture before said all. So he's carrying all of us during those times. So I'm going to start and begin. And in the wilderness, there you saw how the Lord your God carried you, as a father carries his son. All the way you went until you reached this place. So just like when we're reading in the poem, from the time of when he was going through whatever he was going through, all the way up till those last scenes, there's one set of footprints. So he's carrying us. He's carrying us all the way through. He's carrying us. He has us in his arms. And it's not my words. It's the Bible. We're backing it with scriptures. It's the Bible. He's carrying us. Another point that we have, when we give up on ourselves and we feel like we can't go on. Now, how many times has that happened? I think that I'm my worst critic. Well, I'm not even going to say I think. I know I am my worst critic. And I'm speaking on me. I mean, you may be going through whatever you're going through, but I'm speaking on me. I will sit there and just I come at myself a lot of times harder than other people. It could be something where I everybody's like, oh, you did a good job, you did good. And I'd be like, well, yeah, but I can just, I can do a little better. And this, no, it's those times that we may actually even have someone may help us with a word that is God using them to let you know, don't beat yourself up. You did do a good job. You did. God's reassuring you. Look, listen, that, because it was my grandmother or my sister or my child said, Mom, you did good. Or granddaughter, or sis, go ahead. You did. That was God using them to let me know, hey, you did. Because sometimes that's what some people need. Some people need the physical words to be like, yo, other than, just reading it, which I understand, because sometimes I need that too, just the reassurance. And that's my personal prayer to God, to him letting me know, I got you. I got your back. So I'm going to read the next scripture. Sometimes when we give up on ourselves, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 11. As an eagle that stirs up her nest, that flutters over her young, he spreads abroad his wings and takes them and bears them up in his pinions. So it's like when I read this, I can imagine like the wings of an eagle. The Do you know how broad, like how big the wings of an eagle are? Like they're so big, and what he does, it's like a covering. He comes up and and embraces us. You know, he takes he has us under his wing, and that's like a physical vision of what it is that God does spiritually. He has us. He picks us up and he has us. He will sustain us and rescue us in times of our helplessness. How many how many times have we felt helpless? Like can't do a lot of things. Isaiah chapter 46 verse 4. Even in your old age and your gray hairs, I am he. I am he who will sustain you. I have made you and I will carry you. I will sustain you and I will rescue you. That's chapter 46, verse 4. And when I look at this scripture, what I think about is when I have children, and when you have a child, you like he says here, I made you. So I gave birth to this child, but do I just let that child go and fend for themselves? Or no, you have a certain instinct where you want to you want to shelter them and carry them and keep them, you know, until you feel that they are able to kind of go on their way a little bit, but you still are always there, like that silent partner. I got your back. And my kids know, along with people that I love, know they can come back to me. I got you out. You know, you don't have to be up in someone's face to know that someone has you. God doesn't always have to be right up there. We just have to know God's there. Sometimes when we feel like, oh, he ain't here. We I'm down here hanging out in this bar and I'm here doing this. God ain't there. God is there. God is, you are his child. God's there. He's there to help you through those times when you feel like you're helpless, where you feel like you can't go on no more. You can't do anything else. And that's those times when you throw your hands up and you just give it to him. Because as we're reading, he has us. He has us. He's carrying us. This is he got our back. So I have a couple more points that I would like to read to you, letting you know or helping you to reassure. And it helps me too at the same time to know that God's got me. Even when I don't feel like I feel him there, he's there. He's there. He never leaves us. Never leaves us nor forsake us. He's always there. We have been assigned angels to lift us away from dangers. That's a good point. And I'm going to give you a scripture that backs that. Psalms 91, verse 11 and verse 12. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Striking your foot against a stone in the scripture here means to keep us from danger. Is to keep us away from the danger um, that he's trying to protect us from. Psalms 23 is a good one. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's a common one. I'm going to ask you guys to read that one in your spare time. It's Psalms 23. A lot of times they read it too at people's funerals and stuff like that. But my last point that I would like to let everyone know as far as the Lord is carrying us is that He carries us in the palms of His hands. Isaiah 41:13. I'm going to read that one for you. For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. So we're not to be afraid because He has us. He holds us in the palms of His hand. I have a it's a funny story, and my sister talks about it. One time we was running for the bus, the two of us, and I gripped her by her hand, her arm, whatever it was, and I was just running. And she trusted me enough to just have her, and it was just, and we're just. And she's like, I just felt like I was off my feet and this and that. It's funny. It's a funny story and how she says that she, how fast she was moving and how, but that's what God does. It's like He grips us up and he has us in His hand. We almost feel like we're light on our feet and, because He has us, He's carrying us. And it's funny to me because it's like, I just did it with not even thinking and just like, come on. And that's what God does. God just has us. It's not even a second thought. He has us. He got our back and He's carrying us. And we have to look back at it later and be like, well, what did that and what? And that's what was funny to me about, the story later was like, I didn't even realize. I just know that we was trying to catch this bus or whatever we was, running for. But like I said, it's a funny story, but it's in comparison to let you know that that's how God will pick us up and just lift us off our feet in those times that we need that extra little boost or whatever it is to help to carry us on. And the Psalms 23 that I was saying for you guys to read on your own time is the Lord is my shepherd. And this is the NIV version. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack for nothing. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths. He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy. That right there means He goes before us and handles our enemies. So when we feel like we're going through something, and it's those times, this scripture right here, you prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So God's already took care of that. He handled that. By the time we catch up with what happened, God done already took care of it. He anointed my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely Your goodness and Your love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So his goodness and his love follows me, all, me, you, all of us, all the days of our lives, which is a blessing within itself. So I leave you with these scriptures to read on your own. I also ask you to look up the what we just read, footprints. It's really a good poem, and also you have the scriptures to back it that shows you that God really carries us during those times. I pray that what was learned today you may use in your life as we move forward, because it's blessed me, and I pray that it blesses you. Thank you, God, for your time of listening, and thank you for joining us on Inspirations with Moni. Now we're going into our commercial break. We'll see you after the break. And I know that the football game is on today. And I know everyone's trying to watch the Eagles and see how Jalen Hurts is going to be playing. So, DJ, kick those commercials, DJ. We'll see you right back after.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests.
After these messages,
You know you're still live on Facebook, right?
we'll be right back.
You know you're still live on Facebook. You got to talk to the Facebook.
Oh, my apologies, Facebook. Reading comments. So I guess I'll share the comments. Yes.
Facebook, welcome back to Money on the Scene. We're behind the scenes. We're doing the commercial break right now. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all here on Grown Folks Radio. We're just hanging out on the Sunday.
Thank you so much, DJ. I apologize. I was reading on what I was speaking about. So thank you so much. Yes, we are back. We are live on Facebook. Thanks for listening to Grown Folks Radio. And you can also put it into your computer. Grown Folks Radio with an E. Grown GROWNEFOLKS radio.com. That way you can just go straight to your computer and check that out, because there's a lot of other listening. We have what you got this evening at 8:00 music wise, Mr. DJ.
Old School Sunday.
Right, I know Old School Sunday. What's your theme for today? Do you have a?
I'm doing five old school genres in 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
All old school, different genres.
Okay.
Including
right.
Christmas.
Towards Christmas?
Including Christmas songs. That's part of the. That's one of the
genres will be Christmas. Okay, that's nice.
Yep.
Okay, so definitely check that out later on at 8:00 on grownfolksradio.com. And I know that I didn't get to see the kickoff because I was on here. I know that you guys are watching the game. Well, some of you, a lot of you. Disco, you got it on?
Yep. Yep, sir.
Shall
And
I
we
think
are
it's on a
back.
different station? Can you put it on, please? Oh, I'm sorry.
PPC Radio Show, and you are listening to Grown Folks Radio.
Love it.
Welcome back to Body on the Scene, sports and praise. We did the praise part. We ain't gonna do too much sports today because this is a serious game. They just sat the bum down, thank God. And now we're gonna see what the young boys are gonna do.
This is the segment that's going to be called My Take on Sports. Well, our take on sports.
Well, now that they just sat the bum down, we can see what the young boy got to do.
Okay, but see, this is the question, and this is what I was actually just discussing before I got here. Now, remember when we had Donovan, right?
Painfully, yeah.
Okay, but listen, this is what I'm asking. How long did it take for them to sit Donovan down when he was doing bad?
They should have never drafted him in the first place, but you preaching to the choir on that one.
No, it was instant. No, it didn't take this long. They did not let him play the whole season like this and not sit him down.
Yeah, but Donovan didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. Let's keep it
focused. Now you're going that way. You're going that route. Oh, you know what?
Let's keep it focused.
You know, well, basically what I was trying to say about the quarterbacks and where it should go, before it even got this far, they should have sat him down, put somebody else in, and you know, it shouldn't have took a whole season. We wouldn't be in the situation we were in now, because technically all the other teams aren't really playing spectacular. So I think that our positioning would have been a better position than now.
Yeah, but here's the problem: when you got a whack division, which the NFC East is a whack division. You might win a division with 2-3 wins or whatever, but you're not playoff ready.
But that's the point that I'm saying. If we would have switched out our quarterback before now, with the division that we're playing in, our record would have been better. I believe it would have been better, because it's not like there's a whole lot of good team playing on other teams. I'm looking I looked at the stats. I pulled the stats, okay, and I was checking out the stats between our team and other teams, and just the stats alone is saying that we're really not that far off. Like, our stats aren't off on total first downs, our rushing, our passing. They're not that far off. So if we would have had a quarterback that was actually playing at a higher level than what we had playing, our stats would be way above our opponents. That's the point that I was saying, as far as sitting him down sooner than now. We would have had a better record. The record's not that far off, and we had a bum quarterback, as you always say. He's a bum.
As my mama said, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he walks in the night. If I mean, they should have never drafted. That's another one they should never draft. He's a bum. Donovan was a bum.
Okay, but see, their playing was not actually. They were playing better than bum status. Okay, I'll put it in your words. They were playing better than bum status.
But unfortunately, stats don't win rings. Donovan didn't have what it took to win to get over that hump.
See, Donovan did have that, though. That's what I'm saying. Donovan had
clearly it. He didn't. He lost. He grew up on the field.
Because Donovan took personal to the field.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He didn't have what it takes. Stats don't win games. It's what you got inside. He didn't have it.
Okay.
When you're the quarterback, you're the leader.
I understand that too. Oh yeah, that was a discussion that Shelly and I had. She said she's on the team of the receiver. She thinks that the receiver is
No,
key, but but they both play hand in hand.
they
They
do,
both
but
play hand in hand.
if the thing about my son told me this when he decided to play defense, he said he don't want to play, he don't want to catch the ball no more because he has to rely on somebody else to make him a star. On defense, he can make himself a star.
That's true. That is true.
Everything when the quarterback is on the field, everything is off of him. He's just like the point guard. He sets the play up. If he's a bum and they keep making excuses, the O line don't work, this don't work, man, I ain't trying that.
I got you on that. I totally understand that because he has to get the ball. That's why I said I was a defensive player myself. And I tell you, really, when you got a touchdown as a defensive player, like that was like that was what you aimed for. That was the hottest thing ever.
Defensive coaches are the best coaches, in my opinion, in the NFL because defense wins games. Our offensive coordinator is not going to be a good coach because he's throwing all he calling all these wacky plays.
But it's like what your son was saying. I can totally understand that because you do kind of make your you make your own.
You make your own plays when you're on defense.
Yeah. Yes. He got a touchdown. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They got a touchdown.
And he plays in the secondary.
See, this is the thing that I was talking about with Jalen Hurts. This is a make you or break you game. All eyes on him. Everybody is watching him.
His name really is Hurts?
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
He's silly. You know, it isn't Hurts.
Yes.
He got a flag too. That must be roughing the quarterback. They got a flag.
He couldn't have went to my school.
Yeah, because y'all Philly people, y'all would have.
Oh, we'd have roasted
on jokes and
we'd have roasted.
I know. It shows when they play at the in the field, in the stadiums.
He'd have caught the business. Hurts. Yeah, that hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is definitely, look, that's him right there. Ain't it cute? This is this is really a key game for him.
Well, any game is a key game for him, but he can't look bad because he's a rookie. And he's second string. So no matter what he do, he good.
No, it does matter what he does. Because there's so many people checking him out with a fine-tooth comb that yes, it does matter what they're gonna pick every little thing he does apart. I'm telling you for a fact because he's stepping in to where so much talk. They've been so much like sports talk and all that where this is something that they should have been done. They should not have waited to the end.
I'm saying nothing he could do can be worse than what we already see.
I got you on that end. I understand on that end of it. I understand on that end.
He can throw 5 interceptions and still look better than him. That's bad.
I got you. Just again, Facebook and everything. This is our opinion. That's DJ Disco's opinion.
Touchdown.
This is our take. Oh, he's behind. You're just seeing it.
See, this is what happened, people, when you don't get real cable, when you get a Fire Stick. This is what happened. You freeze up and all of that stuff. So pay your fare. It's like no.
Yeah.
No. If you can cut the cord, cut the cord. Yeah, I'm saying it live. So what? They know we doing it. They know the cable companies know we doing it because when I did it, they was like, wow, so many people are doing it. Yeah, man, I'm not paying $300 for no cable.
That's so funny.
That's nuts.
And people got jokes worldwide about that cable company that I won't even say their name, but they have jokes about it and be like, you only go with those other the little small ones because that big one, you got a bill out, outstanding bill with them or something. They always make the comment.
Yeah, because because bills be outstanding because
Yeah,
the bill itself is outlandish.
it is.
I had a bill once was damn near $350. Man,
For 1 month. That's crazy.
you slips your bumps your head to watch TV.
Yep. They start out real low. They start out low. They don't start out that high.
Yo, that's a food bill. That's a food bill and probably a car payment.
Yeah, that can be a car note. 3
And
and some change is a car note.
And it's only the two of us here.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't doing that. I'll pay $75 a month.
Did you see that how he was running? Mm-hmm. That's the thing that I was saying. That was another thing comment that I had that I was talking to Shelly about Disco, was that the difference between the blue-eyed and the brown eyes is that the running, they don't stay in the pocket. We always do the running. And I think it goes back from little, playing football back in the day, little league, or on the streets and stuff like that.
Played in the street,
ran in a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was just something that was how we always played, just playing football. Period. Back in the day, that's how you did that. You just kind of did the little running, and you run in and get a touchdown. And so you can see that in quarterbacks too. When you see them playing, the blue-eyed ones, like as you say, stay right in the pocket.
The non-melanated ones, y'all. Talking about.
And the other ones, do a little running, do a little, and it's almost like second nature to them.
In other words, she's talking about the dudes from like the 9th floor, the 10th floor. They know how to run because you do got to run through stuff when you live on the 9th floor. Sometimes you got to run home, run from the cops. Listen, if you live in the projects and you get caught by the police, you deserve to go to jail because you're supposed to know every nook and cranny.
Oh my goodness. You really went there.
No, that's real. If you live in the projects and you run into the projects and you get caught, you deserve whatever you get.
Shoot. I know I was running through the projects trying to catch this boy to snatch my wallet.
I bet you do with it right.
Philly. Like I was right.
You can't live in the projects and not know every nook and cranny of that job.
Well, that's what he did. He went in the cut somewhere, and the cops was like, "No, I ain't going in there."
Yeah, the cops ain't going in there because they know that's a trap. That's a death trap. Cops don't come in the projects; they come when it's over with.
I told him, I said, "Hold on, let me get my shoes. I'm gonna go in there." I ran out of my shoes. I was like, "Let me get my shoes. I'll go in there and get it."
Everybody knows you self-police at the projects. Cops ain't coming until after it's done. That better not be on fire because that joke will burn.
So running's in our nature.
Pretty much. Yo, I had to run through the projects many a day.
He is not right.
Now,
not right.
Here's my problem. If they don't show us something with this, then that's telling me again, like I said, you're not going to be playoff ready. Who are you going to wind up seeing in the playoffs? These cats.
What cats?
The Saints.
Oh. Saints ain't looking good right now.
They're looking better than them.
No, they not. They grounding balls and everything. They're not looking good.
No, I'm saying, what's their record?
But I'm saying right now, I can pull their record up, but I'm saying how they're looking right now. They ain't looking all that good. Okay. Hey, Malik. Malik's listening.
And we are. And we looking good.
It's like they're running from the truancy officer. He's stupid.
Them too.
He said like the scene from Juice.
No, I felt that because I've been there. Yo, for real.
Running from the truancy officer.
What was his name on Juice? GQ. Yo, I was Quincy. I love that movie because real talk. I was Quincy. That was me.
Oh my
You ain't going to
goodness.
school. You DJ. You running from the cops. But you at every party.
Oh my goodness.
Selling mixtapes in school. Yup, that's exactly. I was Quincy. That's why that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, he said juice.
That was me. That was me.
That's funny. I like that. I like that movie too.
Always getting
I was a
records.
Tupac fan, so that was kind of what I liked. You know, that's what made me like it at first.
Growing up, that was me. Everything revolved around DJ. Nothing else mattered.
Yeah.
Like you said, I got a DJ tonight. I ain't letting nothing get in the way of that, man. You lost your mind.
Yeah,
I felt that.
Yeah, you do whatever you had to do to make sure you got there to that gig.
Man, we done took the bus to parties, took cabs, all kind of stuff.
Carrying the equipment.
In a cab.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We had to push records and equipment and stuff up Stanton Avenue in shopping carts.
That's funny.
Looking like the L train, six shopping carts.
Yeah, because you had back then it was you had the vinyl and you had the little everybody had crates.
Yeah,
those milk crates. You put them in the milk crates.
What? We had the milk crates. Then later on we got smart and started stealing the totes from Rite Aid, the Blue Jones.
Oh, did you say stealing?
I mean borrowed. We borrowed.
You know what?
I mean, we found them. We found them. Unfortunately, the store was still open when we found them, but we found them.
Right.
Yo, I remember the time we was in the Radio Shack up there in Cheltenham Mall. See, I can tell the story now because they closed. We up there stealing needles for the party that night.
Oh, that's right.
The Cheltenham cops chased us all the way down. We went across Shelton, because you know how Broad Street meets Cheltenham. I mean, how Cheltenham on one side, you and Philly other side.
Yeah, and did you have to put the little quarter on yours too? You know how you take and put the quarter on the top of your needle when you play?
You had to do that. You had to do that back in the day because the stuff we was doing, the needle would jump all over the place.
Yes.
So we had to put. In fact, it took exactly 6 cents, a nickel in a penny.
My goodness, you said 6 cents.
Right. Any DJ know what I'm talking about. You always kept at least 6 cents in your pocket.
That is something.
Because that's what it took. Yeah. I used to have a joint where
that stuff. Wow.
I used to have a situation. I had it glued together, and I kept it right there on my turntables.
Oh my goodness.
But we ain't have cases and all that stuff, fly stuff they got now. You carry the mixer. One person got one turntable, one person got the other turntable, records, speakers, and it wasn't like easy with one speaker like it is now. Back then, you had the sub, the mid, the tweeter box, 3-4 amps.
You had something for every different sound.
A fan for the amps.
Yes.
Well, these young boys don't know how good they got it now, man.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Back in them days, you had to have a strong back. And if you were a battle DJ, you had to have quick feet because you might get into something if you win. Yeah, you're gonna win, but now you gotta run home.
That's true. Because they ain't play that. You wasn't coming to somebody else's hood and you was better than them in DJing.
Man, I done got chased home quite a few times.
Mm-hmm. Like, no, you ain't coming in my hood thinking you know. See, there he go running. There you go running. Quarterback running.
Yo, what college did he go to?
They just had it on here. I think it was Oklahoma. They just had it on here. They just showed the college.
Yo, I like the young boy. He's connected.
Yeah, he's really, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's proven something today.
Yeah.
He's definitely proven something today. I knew what college he went to. Now I don't have it.
Somebody gonna pick him up. Somebody gonna pick him up.
Because you don't think he's going to stay here as our secondary?
I wouldn't.
But that's the talk too. Maybe he might actually become the quarterback.
But they already made Wentz the franchise. That's the thing. It's hard for you to bench a franchise for so long because he's a franchise.
Well, they might get rid of him. What if they might get rid of Wentz.
Oh yeah, it is Oklahoma. He was from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's why I said Oklahoma stands out for me. I'm thinking of red.
They're not going to be so quick because so much money has been spent on the franchise. They're not going to be so quick to bench the franchise, but so long. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they'll bring Wentz back next week. I think this is more like this is a wake up call. Keep playing like you playing. This could be your view for the rest of the season.
I think he went to 2 colleges. They got Alabama on here too, University of Alabama.
He must have been a transfer.
Yeah, I think he did both. It's Oklahoma and Alabama. I think he transferred to Alabama. But see, what's basically being talked back in the background. Again, everyone, thanks for tuning in to Inspiration and My Take, which is our take on sports. And right now we're talking about Jalen Hurts, which DJ Disco is stating that he should go to another team. I think he should stay. And the discussion is if they get rid of Wentz or they get rid of someone, it's supposed to be talking about either the coach or Wentz. That was like what's being talked about. This one of them is going. So if it's Wentz that goes, why not keep Jalen Hurts as our starting quarterback?
No, I'm saying from Jalen Hurts' point of view, how long you got to become a free agent? Once I become a free agent, I'm out. He can go start somewhere.
That's true, but he may have a loyalty to the team. He may actually the Eagles. I mean, there's a lot of people that feel that way when they come here.
The only reason why he needs to keep loyalty to this team is if they start. If they're not starting, loyalty to what? A paycheck? I can go get that anywhere. I'm going to go start.
That's true. That's why I'm saying if they feel that once goes, then that starting position is open.
Okay, then you develop all this loyalty, but until then, he's loyal to what? The bench? I'm gonna go somewhere where I can start.
I don't think he's gonna be on the bench. I really think that he's going to show and prove today. I think that it's going to.
You really forgot what type of town we live in.
No. Listen, right? Looking at it
historically, yeah.
Right. But think about it. Did you play sports or were you
Sure did. Play basketball 2 years.
Okay, so listen, you personally as an athlete, now you got this key game coming up. You've been benched, like you said, the whole time. Everybody's talking about you. They know you're getting ready to come into this game. You're getting ready to start playing on this game here. You as an athlete. Now you see they just got an interception. You as an athlete, wouldn't you come out and show and prove, like, because you're an athlete, because you know what I mean? You're gonna come up beyond and above and all of that. Because all eyes are on you. Personally.
Listen, I didn't say that he shouldn't come out and show and prove. He should, but what I'm saying is, I don't think that they're going to play him.
Look, interception.
They're not going to play him over what they got.
If he's doing something, they're going to.
All right.
The guy who went to the Super Bowl. Who won a Super Bowl? Our secondary.
Okay, but see, she's still not
our secondary won the Super Bowl.
She's still not getting it.
I get what you're saying.
His tan is a little bit too dark that they're going to pull.
You know what? I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that.
It's a historic fact. Look at the history of Philadelphia sports, period. From the Sixers, come on. They did it. I can go back as far as they did it to Moses Malone. Got rid of him and got that non-melanated Frankenstein feet, Jeff Rowland. After Moses Malone just won the championship.
But we had Donovan, and Donovan took us all the way to the Super Bowl.
And look what happened.
Was it Randall? Didn't we have Randall? Wasn't he our lead quarterback?
Nah. Yeah, but Randall was the best quarterback we ever had. My point is they're not going to sit a brown eye down for a blue eye. It ain't going to happen. I mean, they're not going to sit a blue eye down for brown. It ain't going to happen.
I got you. So you're not saying that we don't have those that we've had as our lead quarterbacks. You're just saying they're not going to sit one down to put one in.
I'm trying to be nice, but you want me to really say it?
No. I got you. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. But that's what you're saying. Okay. You're saying they're not going to sit one down to put one of us in.
Exactly.
Because I was saying that we've had quarterbacks who have actually.
And that's not what I'm. Yeah, but they didn't have to. Nobody had to sit down for them to shine. They were
right. Okay, that's what I see what you're saying now. I got you.
They are not going to sit a good old boy down for one of us. It ain't going to happen. Not in this town.
Or just the good old boys.
I ain't never seen the 54 years I've been living in this city.
I used to watch that show.
It ain't gonna happen.
I used to watch it.
Shelly over there nervous because she's like, oh no, he's not gonna do it. Don't do it. Let's go. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Y'all know where I'll be going. Y'all know.
I understand that. And our life experiences in Philly town. In
Philadelphia. You ever see that movie Trading Places where he says in Philadelphia it's worth $50. Same difference in Philadelphia. I'm telling you, that ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not no time soon. We've seen it time and time again. I can name situation after scenario.
He said, if a whitey is shining and a darkie is better, they always keep whitey shining.
Facts.
That's Malik. Why he doing that?
Facts.
You and Disco linking up. And then he put a smiley face behind it.
Let Obama had tried to do 1/8 of the stuff that Einstein.
Oh yeah, I know. That's true. That's true. Period. Yeah, I got you on that.
Yo, let Al Sharpton have been talking nonsense that Rudy talked.
All right, we're gonna stick along the lines of the story.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna go someplace else with it. So we understand. We totally get what you're saying. We got you. You and Mr. Malik. But y'all Darky and Shiny and Darky and whatever and
They had to sell waiting for Bill. Why is Charlie Sheen still partying? I'll wait. Anyway. Ooh, nice game.
Wow, see?
Yeah, that's why they kicked. That's why they kicked D.L. Hughley, my man D.L. Hughley off of CNN.
Don't even go. See, don't go. Don't go. Yeah, he's definitely one. He's one that will put it out there. Like he really does.
Yupper, one of
Yeah,
my
you're right
idols.
about that. He does.
I love him.
Cause he says
Very,
he'll say
very intelligent for a GED recipient. Yes.
he said he'll put it out there in a heartbeat. The color difference. I've heard him.
But it's the same in sports. It's the same in certain sports. Well, you can't really say that about hockey because brothers just ain't being out in the cold like that on a regular. Nah,
Mhm.
that ain't happening now. If they had a playground, a playground version, yeah. But for historically, ain't no brothers being out there in the cold. Like, how many brothers you really see like at the ski party? Ain't nobody on the slopes. They all at the pajama party.
Mm,
Go to your average ski party. Who actually skis?
mm,
Everybody be at the pajama party or at the comedy show.
yeah,
Nobody.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
skis.
Yeah.
Nobody actually skis at them things.
Mm.
It's certain stuff like, yo, if a black man was in the snow blizzard and he robbed me. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Stop.
Because we don't like snow.
Right. Black folks ain't out there. Now, if you say he was out there and going door to door with a shovel, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
That I believe. When they
I
when they
mean,
said it was a
it's a shame to say, but it is true. I mean, and you see it in every area, like you said. You see it in politics. You see it in you do see it, and this is definitely one of those years where, like you said, everything was visual. Everything was brought to our eyesight. You saw it all.
yo,
You saw it on levels
talk
that you
about
would have
this.
never imagined.
I never imagined, and I talk about this all the time. Here lately, speaking of Fire Stick, I got this channel where's the WrestleMania channel. And it stays on 24/7, and it shows all the WrestleManias. And I'm looking at it. I love wrestling back in the day. But now as an adult, I'm really, really paying attention. My eyes are open. I didn't realize the WWF was racist as hell.
Well,
If you listen to the blatant
I
racism that's being said by them comments, all and it's supposed to be funny. No, it's offensive.
right.
Downright racist.
But if you look at back in the day, you didn't have, I don't even know if there was a black wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
plenty of them.
you
Coco
had
Beware,
Samoan.
Bad News Brown, Jack Junkyard Dog.
Yeah,
What?
but you not as many. Look, and wrestling comes on in between. Not as much as you had the Caucasians, and even when you did, they didn't get as much airplay as the other ones. Like you didn't, you know what I mean? Like their names was out there. They threw a couple in, but they weren't like the big time people that got like the big, like
No,
Hulk
they
Hogan.
weren't.
Like the
They
no,
weren't.
you didn't. No, they
No,
were
they weren't.
they were little side Johns.
And here's the thing: most of their stories was very negative.
Right.
They're always from the ghetto or from the streets, or there's some kind of African African
Well,
animal or something.
that's where all colored people are from.
No, 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 no.
I'm
They always
joking.
make him look like a savage. Yeah, they always make him look like a savage or something. It's just.
We're sad. We have sad stories. Us folks have sad stories.
And if you listen to the commentary, Jesse the Body Ventura and Jerry the King Lawler, and Bobby the Brain, they say they're allowed to say some very racist stuff.
Yeah.
Calling like they call Tito Santana Chico. Yeah, it's the Mexican hat dance. They're calling Coco Beware. Yeah, the B stands for buckwheat.
Yeah.
Hey, that's allowed. But back then, I guess that stuff was allowed.
So, okay, again, this is just our take on things. Disco and myself, Monty on the scene, inspiration, sports, life. We're just talking about it all. We got it
Man,
all here. And
don't
just
be
so
getting
you know,
nervous.
I want to keep
Don't be getting nervous by it.
it's our
These are
take. It's
facts.
not something it's not something that we're saying that it's our opinions.
The clean up woman. You get nervous, y'all. You think I'm gonna say something? Why do people get nervous when I be on their show?
I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
Why do,
I
why do people get
understand where you're
nervous? Like,
coming from.
oh my God,
I
what
said I
he's
just
gonna
don't anybody to get offended. It's his,
How you gonna get offended at facts?
I got you. Some facts can really offend people too.
Well, they usually do.
Because
People hate the mirror.
well, because you know what happens too? It comes from ignorance. You're ignorant to know that it's a fact. So you can get offended by it.
But the only problem is half of the world, most of the world doesn't go off of facts. They go off of belief. And they're half the problem. And then the facts that they do have, they'll argue their belief of the fact. Yeah, it might be a fact, but it doesn't pertain to that particular situation, but they will make it so. Yes, they had all of those ballots in those suitcases and whatnot, because that's how they transport them. You goober, stop trying to turn it around, that kind of stuff. An argument of a fact.
Right. I think Malik's asked if FCC was watching.
Boy.
He said the fact will set you free.
Not yet. The facts will have you unemployed. You be factual, yeah, you factual as hell, but you unemployed. That's another thing, people. If you're going to put these facts out, make sure the one fact is that you got your own stuff going on, because you will be shopping around. You will be shopping around for a resume. You can only speak facts if you're
you know what? We had a conversation about that a lot of people don't realize that when you're going for a job interview, people check your Facebook account.
They sure do.
They be like, "Oh, you got Facebook? Okay." They check and see what you got going on Facebook.
Especially nowadays.
Yes. They check your social media. They check your, they check all the stuff that you're on and see what you got, if that's something that they want representing their company.
Yeah.
That is facts.
Especially depending on what type of job you have.
Yeah.
Or you're going for anything that has anything to do with public relations, or what your sister does. Oh, yes. Somebody like Shelly, they're digging all in her social media.
Well, anybody really? You'd be surprised who's digging in your social media.
Oh, I want them to. That's why I put stuff out there. Yeah. When I post certain finger signs, yeah, I want everybody to see that. Yes, that's how I'm feeling this morning. Why do you think it's called grown folks?
Some people believe their opinions are facts.
Again, a belief system. Again, facts versus belief.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine used to always say, "Your perception is your reality." I'd be like, I wish he would shut up. Used to bother the heck out of me. But that's true with some people. What they perceive, it's to them is what is real.
Exactly. Why do you think we have the mini civil war brewing that we have right now? Because these people believe that Einstein was actually cheated. He's like the tenant. He's like the bad tenant that won't leave. You got your eviction papers, get out. Sheriff got to come to the door, drag you out, and they sitting there chilling like everything cool.
Better start running. It's like,
I've been doing property management for years. I've evicted plenty of people. You come knock on their door. It's either one or two things. Either you come knock on the door with the sheriff and they sit there chilling like everything cool, or you get there and they done bounced like 2 weeks ago. Stuff all over the place. It always goes either one of those two ways. Every once in a while, they might actually go get the money and get back in.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because we're in a commercial right now. So how do you think that Jalen's playing is overall?
Overall, I think he's good. Overall, like I said, I can see him starting somewhere.
But can I ask you this other thing? Did you also notice this?
Mm.
His coverage. You seeing his coverage?
Well, I've been saying that too. They don't, for some reason,
Checking
he's
out his
not.
coverage.
That's where I was going. Where I said, you
Mm-hmm.
as a quarterback, you got to lead the team. For some reason, they not
Look at his
connected with him.
coverage. They didn't change anybody on the offense. All of a sudden, why Jalen Hurts got more time to get this ball out there?
They're not connected
You
with
got to
Wentz.
think about that.
Something about Wentz. I think that they probably sense the same thing that we talked about before. That he don't want to play. They want to go home.
I don't know, but he's getting it in there. Hurts is getting it in there. He's actually, getting a little time, getting his balls thrown and stuff like that. So you have to look, not just looking at him, look at the whole picture of it. Look at his offense. Look at his offensive line. Like right now, they're getting ready to go into a play. He's getting the coverage that it looks like Wentz wasn't getting.
Yeah, they are blocking for him. They're giving him some time. He had enough time in there a couple times to make a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Besides, he's moving and shaking, but at the same time too, I don't know. I'm just checking it all out. That's all. You just looking at every angle.
It's something that Wentz is doing or not doing off the field, where his teammates aren't protecting him.
That's true. That's true.
And that shows. Because like you said, there's no different lot. There's no different personnel. There's no personnel change.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to think about.
He's got position. Yeah. Perception is reality.
So maybe they have more. Maybe they have more.
Okay. I'm sorry. Here go. Malik made a comment. He said perception is reality. He said it doesn't mean that your reality is the truth.
Okay. And for those of y'all who are wondering, yes, no, I'm not on camera. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Just mind your business. Just know that sometimes medication is necessary to watch these games.
Let me tell you, speaking on that, I went to a flea market yesterday, Cowtown.
I used to love it.
There was a stand. There was a stand there that had all kinds of cannabis, had different ones, different. What? Yes, it was, and they was all had a nice little crowd.
Yeah, when you going to Cowtown again?
What? I went yesterday.
I ride shotgun next time.
I was like, oh my gosh, do they got this out here? But the crowd was so big that was standing around it that I didn't stop. I just looked and I was like, whoa, they got little balls of weed down there, huh?
Damn, they selling weed at the flea market. I knew this day would come. Thank you, Lord.
It was something. I was like, wow. They had them in the the jars that you used to have the candy in.
Yeah.
Like a fish bowl.
Yeah.
They were sitting in that lined up on there, and of course they had a crowd.
Yo, they selling weed at the flea market. I knew this day would come if I prayed hard enough.
I'm gonna hurt him.
Thank you, Lord.
Don't put. Then again, as I stated, this is just certain people's opinions. Please do not take.
No, this is my fact. I'm happy. That ain't no opinion. That's a fact. I am ecstatic about that one.
There was this girl. She said, "I smell skunk." She's like, "Ooh, it is strong."
That's a good day out. That would have been a lovely day.
I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Wow, Cowtown has really evolved. They went from cotton candy and peanuts.
I guess whatever it was, it was within legal formality that they was able to sell it over there. But
well, it's legal in Jersey now.
Oh, then that's why.
Recreation is legal over there now.
Then that's what it was. That's what it was. It had a nice little crowd.
They voted on it in the past election.
Oh well, there and then it's being implemented.
Great.
He ran for the first. He ran for the first. Oh, sorry, Joe. He ran for the first down. That's what I was saying is a difference. He He got it out of that back. They were in the end zone. So he had to get it out the end zone. So the first thing he did was grab that ball and run.
But throughout football history, like you said, show me one black quarterback that doesn't run in the pocket. That doesn't move.
Yeah, I know.
I'll wait.
Yeah, they naturally do. Yeah.
I'm gonna go all the way back to Warren Moon. I can go back to Doug Williams.
Yeah, it's not.
Show me Randall, like you said.
Yeah, that was my boy.
And these were cats that could actually throw. Warren Moon had the arm of life.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Doug Williams won a Super Bowl with his arm.
It's just that when they in pressure, they just do what they got to do when they under pressure. Like you said, it goes back to personal life. When we under pressure, what we do?
We out.
We'll figure a way out.
That's why that's corny that the black man always the first one to die in the horror movies. No, how? We don't sit. First of all, we don't go to the woods. Second of all, we not standing still. Now, if they said he had scratches on his behind and all, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. But you came at him from the front. Nah, ain't no black man just gonna stand there in the woods and just let you. Well, what's that going on over there? As black folks, you see some folks running. What you gonna do? I'm running. I don't know what I'm running for, but hey, they all something going on.
I was great. Look, I'm gonna tell you, we used to do that. It's funny on Urban Expressions, right? I'm gonna tell you. It was all of us, right? Me, Shelly, Keith from up the block, Sko, Howard. Like we would just be downtown and we all be looking up in the sky. We just looking up, no reason. And everybody else started looking up, wondering what we looking at. Then we'd be like, all right, let's run. We start running, people were running. Don't know we would just do little stuff like that purposely to just see how people react. And like you said, they naturally react.
If somebody you gonna run.
Well, you know, that All-Star Weekend was in Atlanta.
That was when we was in Atlanta and we was running.
Because that's when Al Sharpton was fat and he was running and then he dropped his phone.
Al Sharpton was fat.
Yeah, that's when he was heavy.
He was fat, like everybody, the crowd started running, and so we all started running. But Al Sharpton run and he dropped his phone. I think one of us picked it up for him, and then. But that was his fat day. That's when he was fat.
Yeah.
His Willard Scott days.
Yeah.
Where he was Willard Scott size. My TV is so behind.
It is because they got to touch another touchdown. What we were just talking about, it's so true. We're very resourceful. He said our predecessors, oh my God, my words, predecessors made a meal out of fat.
Well, you have to understand, we are the indigenous people.
That's how, that's what it is. I can't read. This Malik was stating.
We are the indigenous
We're very
people.
Resourceful. Our predecessors made a meal out of the fat and the inside of animals that the slave masters gave them. So he was saying, as far as us being resourceful, when we were talking about we gonna make a way, we get cornered, we gonna do what we gotta do. That's the difference when they're playing football. When we got quarterbacks of our, melanated, like he says, because I hate to say it like it's racist or whatever, but when we get in those situations, we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get out of that situation. Like right now, like this guy is like 2 touchdowns in, and it's only in the first half. He is really getting his team out of this rut that they're in.
Yeah.
Period. He's just doing what he got to do.
But you got non-melanated folks that will actually take offense to that. So he is an uppity Negro. He think he's something special.
No, he's doing the thing.
He is
doing it. And like I said, this is like a make or break you game. He has to do so because he has to he's got to prove himself because everybody's watching him. Like that big game when you're getting ready to when they're coming out, all the colleges are coming out and they're getting ready to recruit you, whatever they're looking for you to go into the NFL. This is that game. This is like that game that's everybody's watching this dude.
I think he's going to have a good career. He's doing excellent.
Well, and just like you're speaking on a Philly thing, that's what we have always done too. Just like Nick Foles.
But see,
when Nick
they'll do
Foles won
something
the
dumb
Super
and
Bowl and went
trade.
on to another team, he went on to another team and was a starting quarterback. And
but Nick Foles, see, that's the problem with Nick Foles. Here's Nick Foles' problem. Nick Foles was only good in the Philadelphia system. He couldn't go nowhere else. Everywhere else he went, he stank bad.
Well, that first year he didn't do bad though. When he first left, he didn't do too bad. But okay, so we won't even do Nick Foles. Okay, so we'll go with other Philly talents that's been here. When we kind of, they go
somewhere else.
Yeah.
They go somewhere else, become the man.
Yes.
They'll bum here. They go somewhere else.
Or we don't utilize them like we're supposed to. Or we don't put them in the positions where they need to be.
Yeah. And when we do get a good player, they dog them out bad.
Right. They overwork them. Yes.
Deuce Staley.
Yes.
Deuce Staley, they worked him like a workhorse.
So is Carson Wentz still there?
Carson Wentz is still there. He's on the sideline. He's talking to them.
They benched.
He's still there. He's just on the bench.
I was making sure he showed up.
Yeah, he's there. He's talking to them. He's talking. They showed you was napping. They showed Wentz talking to him. They showed Wentz actually talking to
you still got to show up in uniform.
Yeah.
But you're now the second string. Now he's his backup.
But
usually
but that's a good thing though. That's not a bad thing, because what happens is he can actually see what's going on now because he's on the sideline. So that's a plus. That'll help with your play. That'll help with what you're, you know what I mean? What you're able to do, see. You know what I mean?
The Eagles ain't playing this good all season, so they ain't letting that ball back on.
That's what I was saying.
But the thing about it, Shirley, he's the franchise. They spent a lot of money on him.
That's what I'm telling Disco. It really doesn't matter.
All season, if Jalen does this good, listen, they've been trailing behind the whole season. All of a sudden, they got 17 in the
second quarter.
In the second quarter, other people ain't getting nothing. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling him. And look, it's not even just the quarterback himself. But see, then again, Shell, that goes to what I was saying to you. The quarterback is key. Look at how they're playing for this guy. Look at how the offense is playing for him. They're making it so that this man can actually throw the ball and actually
look at how they blocking. They blocking.
They're blocking so that he can do what he has to do. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why I said their quarterback is definitely key in those positions.
Yo, this O-line has not blocked like this all season.
Nope. They're really, you really got to look at it. Something
they feeling this young boy.
Yeah.
They not feeling Wentz.
Yeah.
And that can be the key of you sitting down for the rest of the year. If your team is not feeling you in the way.
Yeah,
But that's not fair either, though. Your team should always protect you because you should always want to win. You can't be making and just be mad at somebody and make us lose. No, that's some bull crap right there.
But if you're not making the team feel like a team, if you're not, whatever it is he's doing off the field, they're not going to protect you.
What you doing off the field? The main point, you getting paid to win a freaking game.
But if you're,
no matter what
it's not even. But listen. Okay, not even looking at it on off the field. It's something that he's doing. Period.
He's not connecting with
that. It's not. Yes, that is not connecting. On field, off field, whatever, it's not connecting. And that's like, I had a team that I worked for, a semi-pro football team. I was the hype person. Yo, come on, let's go. Let's get this. You sometimes you need that encouragement out there as a team. Like, okay, look, you can go out there. Man, I would have guys that would get hurt. I put some biofreeze on them and made them feel like they were Superman going back out there on that field. Yes. And they go out there and play like, I'd be like, but that's what you got to do as a player. You got to let me know you trust me.
Yeah, if I feel like
I'm going to do what I got to do.
If I feel like you don't have my back, then hey.
That's what
well, then they
why should I have yours?
Not with they playing with they take the emotions out. This ain't no damn relationship. Take their emotions out, play the damn game.
But it's not
the
even
game is emotional. That's what the game
on the field, right? I'm wide open and I'm a receiver, and I know you're not going to throw it to me. Then I'm
right.
My whole head ain't in it or whatever, man, because I know you're not going to throw it to me. You got a specific person you keep throwing it to, and that's who you're going to throw it to.
He been throwing it to Earth for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
4 seasons. That's his boyfriend. That's the only one he throws to.
Right. You're gonna play like, man, he ain't gonna throw it to me anyway. Okay, all right, we're gonna do this play. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna get the ball. Like that, you have that. It's not a personal thing, it's what you see out there. So if I know you ain't gonna pass me the ball, okay, I'm gonna run the play, but I'm not gonna execute it. There's a difference. I will run it, but executing it is like with the fact of thinking, okay, well, they're gonna get me the ball. There's 2 different things of how you can look at that. You can execute a play or you can just run a play. And if I don't think you're getting me the ball, okay, I'm gonna run this play out.
Your tight end should never be your main receiver. Your tight end is there to catch a few catches and block.
See, look at that. Look, he's got enough time, and now he's running the ball out, and he got a first down.
Mm-hmm.
He got a first down. Look at all the yardage that he got. This young boy is like, he's doing the darn thing.
He ain't throwing, he's running.
Again, this is just our facts, our opinions, and this is just our take. Disco and
Nah, man, these are facts. All you got, Stevie Wonder can see this boy. Me and Stevie Wonder at the same time can see this boy can play, man. This ain't no pay. This is facts.
Okay.
This boy,
he's not throwing the ball. He's running.
He's doing what he got to do.
I mean, throwing it too. Oh, the guy just got the touchdown that they just did. He threw that ball.
He's throwing it on the
He's
run.
doing both. He's doing both. He's doing both. But when he's getting pressured, that's when he's running. That's
he
the
on his bike.
That's what we were just talking about. When you're getting pressure, you get resourceful. He got the pressure. He's getting resourceful to try to make sure that we still get our downs. See, he's got 1st and 10.
Shelly don't even understand that.
See?
Wait a minute. See?
Because the coverage, and then he's sliding in. Now he's gonna have to do something else. That's why he's calling a timeout. They're gonna have to redo it. They're not letting them in now. They know that. See, they know that. See, they're trying to get back to they're getting past our O-line, and that's what he's saying. Like, yo, I don't have no time now. The last 2 plays, he had no time to throw that ball at all. That's why he did that running. They were feeling him out too. The Saints are feeling him out. Like, okay, let's see how this nigga play. Excuse me. Oh, my bad. Let's see how this boy play.
How he play? He on his bike.
Right. But now they're putting on that pressure on our O-line.
Yeah, because
that's why he had to run it.
They know he gonna run.
Yeah.
He's another Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Maybe Cam. Nah, Cam be on his bike. When Cam is on his meds, he be on his bike.
On his meds.
Oh yeah, I guarantee he get a cuckoo check once a month.
We're starting to wind down.
Ooh. Yo, this young boy. I like this young boy.
Yeah, he's just now looking at the play when he just ran. Like he said, he's a little bit behind. Because we're on the next play already. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Young boy.
Yeah.
Yo, he out of there.
Oh, they got a 1st and goal. They got a flag.
he got that running from the police type of.
He right.
Yo, you know how brothers turn their head around backwards for wind to be
He's silly. He's silly.
low running. Oh, I'm sorry, I was having a flashback.
That's
My bad.
funny. Yeah, you did. You went there.
I was having a flashback.
We're actually getting ready to wind down. We're in the last few minutes. Like I said, this is Inspiration in Sports with my take on sports. And you can check us out on grownfolksradio.com. Right now, we're on both. We're on Facebook Live and we're on Grown Folks Radio, playing inspirational music. We're playing things that are uplifting and getting you going throughout the day, bringing you back to old school. That's what it was on Sundays. I think you spent all day in church half the time on Sundays. They had dinner. They had the second service and all that. That was what was going on Sunday.
Wait a minute. I gotta make another disclaimer. I was raised in the Episcopalian church. We didn't spend all day. You got an hour and a half tops. By kickoff, we was home. We ain't had them all them different we ain't did that. Episcopalians don't do that. They ain't got time for that. You want dinner, go home and cook it.
Okay. Well,
First time I went to a Baptist church, it was culture shock. Wait a minute, it's dark outside. We still here.
Oh my goodness. And he was pretty close.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, that is something. So we're all right.
You get one chance to kick and you kick the ball and you miss.
Shelly's on the kicker right now, saying that he shouldn't have missed that. We can't talk about it, Shelly, because Disco didn't quite catch up with us yet.
No, I didn't know. I already caught what happened. Yeah, he need to walk home.
Yeah, he was too close for him to miss that.
It hit the goal, but not went through it.
He's not allowed on the team bus. You gotta walk, cuz.
Yeah, that's what would happen. They would come back home and you was the worst player. Nah, dog, you have to walk.
Yeah, you gotta walk, cuz.
You did have to kick him off the bus.
Yeah, that's real. No, that's real. No,
I know, I'm saying it. I agree with you.
No, cuz you ain't getting on this bus. You gotta walk.
That was true.
You smell like a whole can of a pot of meat out there. No, cuz you gotta walk.
Real talk.
You get on this bus you want to. The whole team gonna roll on you.
Real talk.
You got one or two choices: either walk or if you go this bus, everybody gonna roll on you. The whole bus. The whole bus will stop you.
All right. As I was stating, we're winding down. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Disco, for all of your interaction with Sports and Take, because we're going to watch the rest of this game. I believe we're going to end out in music.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm tripping. My bad. Well, we only got 5 minutes left. That's 5 minutes.
Yeah,
left
he was so into the game.
Yeah, I was. My bad, y'all. This how I do on Sunday. You know what I mean? That part.
Yeah, that was it. That was the day off from work. Like you said, you have the day off. Sundays was everybody's day off. You go to church in the morning, and just like you said, you get out an hour later for those that did. And then Sunday was just like, watching football and having Sunday dinner. That was
especially when it's cold outside. Especially when it's cold outside. Yes.
Well, during football season, it was usually cold. And you'd have all the guys in the other room watching football on the screen. And then, at the dining room table, but everybody else eating and stuff like that. So, it was like a family ritual.
But that's why I'm doing so old school Sunday, because you did have the party sometimes after that, especially if you had no school Monday. If you had no school Monday, Easter Sunday.
You could go to every Sunday.
Sunday they had Butterball.
Butterball, yeah. Oh yeah, Butterball. Yeah. Butterball, Harvey Holiday. Yep.
That's why I'm saying checking you out at 8:00 is like taking you there.
Radio House.
Yeah, it's going back to those Butterball days.
That's why it's called radio, grown folks radio, radio how it used to be. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's how it used
Exactly.
to be. That's the whole premise.
Exactly.
Yeah, how it used to be. You used to have it was the gospel show in the morning. Yeah, this is exactly how we do it.
I used to do when I was younger, Sundays was when we used to have the skating game, skating rink. We used to do skating on Sundays. That was and it was geared by Power 99. They that was back with oh my God, what was their name?
It was at USA, wasn't it?
It was at USA skating rink. But it was Lonnie and that other guy. But we used to, oh my gosh, it was Sunday nights. Ain't nobody. I mean, there was a couple people that skated, but most people it was just in the middle of the dance floor dancing.
On Sunday nights, I used to go to Franklinville to go skating. Every other
Franklin
Sunday.
Mills?
Franklinville,
Oh,
Jersey.
Franklinville.
Franklinville was the spot. Franklinville or Ellesmere in Delaware.
Oh, you know what?
Franklinville still is. That's where Matthew be going. That's where we supposed to be going.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Franklin-
we go do skating.
Franklinville been the spot for decades.
Yep, and they still going. They got Thursday night. They got a Sunday night.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do Delaware because I wasn't allowed to go up there.
Franklinville is Jersey.
Either one.
Franklinville. It was the two main. The two main ones in the 90s. The two main ones was Franklinville, Ellesmere, and the one out West Philly. Oh, I forget the name of it. It's closed now. But what was the name of it?
Elmwood Skating Rink.
Elmwood, and USA.
USA was the spot. And I'm telling you that was where
But now you got Millennium over there, Camden. Used to be Garden Skate back in the day.
And you still got Franklinville in Jersey.
Yeah, Franklinville never slowed down. I'm shocked that Franklinville never slowed down.
Even now.
But you know what? USA changed names, but they still kept going because they was even having the nighttime joints. That's where your boy, the guy who's live across from your show, what's his name? DJ Square. He was DJing there still. Like
no,
USA still kept. They stayed on point. They just changed their name.
Franklinville never changed their name.
Yep.
Never changed nothing.
You're right. Franklinville never changed. Yeah.
Franklinville never changed their name. It was always Franklinville. That's it. Just Franklinville Skating Rink.
I wonder if they were owned by a family. Like
they were. Mr. C. Mr. C owned this white dude. This old white dude named Mr. C owned it. And
that's
years.
what it was. His family kept it up.
And then Mr. C, I think he got either he got killed or something because it was a bad shooting over there. It was always something going on.
Wow.
But it was a bad shooting over there. And I think Mr. C got shot or something like that. Old white gentleman had it for years. I've been going to Franklinville since I was in my 20s.
Oh Lord, that's a long time ago then, huh?
It really was. No, all jokes aside, really. I've been going to Franklinville at least 30-something years.
Woo!
Real talk.
You ever DJ there? They ever have guest DJs and you DJ there?
I've DJed in Franklinville. I used to DJ in Ellesmere every other weekend, every other Thursday.
Go DJ.
I used to skate my butt off. I used to carry my skates in the car. Yep.
Check out DJ Kid Disco later on tonight, 8:00. Taking you back to Ellswood and what's the other one y'all just said?
It was Elmwood.
Oh, he taking you back. We're doing old school. We're gonna do old school skating. Oh shucks.
Oh wow, that's a whole other vibe. That's a whole other. That's a whole other.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's another time. All right.
Yeah, she doing the most now. That's a whole other. That's a whole other vibe where you just.
Yes, but then see, that's something you could think about. We could do old school skating on a Sunday night, where you just want to get up and just kind of like skate around your living room.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Hold up. You know what? Take it there. Oh shucks! Take it back. Yeah. Take it back. We'll be skating around the living room.
Backward skating. Skating out in your yard, yeah.
We used to. I'm gonna tell you, we used to have a when there's one street, right? It got repaved with the black tar on it. That was our skating rink.
Well, Mike Epps throughout COVID was skating in his house. That was a thing.
I'm sure he got a big enough house to do it.
Yes, right.
Yeah, we would have skating in this house every I think it was I might have been every Sunday, but he would do that. He was on Instagram doing his skating.
I think I saw that. I saw that one time. But we had this one block. We had this one block, and we used to keep it. We used to be out there with the push brooms and keep the little rocks off of it so that we could go out there and skate on the weekends. And I'm talking about, see, back in the day, when you talk about like grown folks and everything, that's what's the difference between nowadays and back then, because we had grown folks out there skating with us and we were little kids, and they make sure that the street was swept off, and you know what I mean? Like it wasn't no age thing back then. Like there was people that was like you said, 20 something, and here we were 13, 14, and we was all out there skating, playing music and everything. Like it wasn't an age differential back then. I don't know how it wasn't like where, in your neighborhood, but that's how we was in ours. Like we kind of,
Well, you gotta remember something. I grew up in West Oak Lane, and in West Oak Lane, see, that's where the bougie Negroes lived at. They didn't went and got them a job with the government, or they got a job with the city or the state. They didn't move out the projects, came up there and got uppity.
Oh,
they don't want you on their lawn, and remember what was the boy name from Friday? Had the nice lawn. They robbed his crib. Him and Smokey robbed the crib. What was his name?
Don't get me the line.
You're talking about Pop's brother, right?
You're talking about the one that had the nice lawn and everybody used to.
Pop's brother, right?
Yeah, but what was his name?
No, that wasn't his brother. No, not his brother. No, that was in Friday too. I'm talking about first Friday. He's like, yo, can you please stay off my freaking lawn?
Dwarf John.
Remember when Debo and Smokey robbed the crib?
And he was a dwarf, right?
No, not the dwarf boy. No.
That was his wife that they was.
Yeah, that was Miss Parker's husband.
Yeah, that was Parker's husband.
The boy, I think his name was Stanley. Yo,
I know what you're talking about, and I can picture it, but I can't remember the guy's name.
His name was Stanley.
And he had the good lawn, and he kept.
Yeah, please, fellas, stay off my freaking lawn. Please.
Well, rest in peace to Debo.
I know. Rest in peace to Debo.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Debo, wow. Debo.
Yeah.
Tiny. I was watching him on WrestleMania when he was Zeus.
Yeah, he was Zeus. Yup, he sure was.
He was Zeus because they was in that movie.
Yep, that's true.
The only movie, that movie Hulk Hogan, it was supposed to be a big deal, but it was kind of dumb.
Yeah, he sure was. And see, I'm getting ready to go all deep with it.
That's a black. Wait a minute, I just thought of a black wrestler. Well, I don't know. He light skinned it, but
I was going to say that Samoan is different. That's
Punk is.
No, we talking about.
I was talking. I was talking about. I was talking about The Rock. Is The Rock black?
He's Samoan.
That's why I said he's Samoan.
That don't.
And his dad was Samoan. And his dad was a wrestler.
Oh yeah, that don't count. Who was his dad?
His dad was oh my God, you got me thinking.
I know his dad was a wrestler.
He was a black wrestler back in the day.
But they weren't that many.
It wasn't
like
They weren't big names. I don't think there's ever been a black champion.
They weren't big names.
There's never been a black champion. I think the biggest name I can think of was Junkyard Dog back in
right. That's the one that stands out.
Coco Beware, Junkyard Dog, Bad News Brown, Baby Them Cats from Men on a Mission. They came later. I mean, as time went, Sugar, what was his name? Booker T. He was that's right. Booker T did have a belt.
He was back in the day. Okay, The Rock's dad was Rocky Johnson.
I don't know him.
Well, he was a wrestler. He and actually when you put his name in, the one that comes up is the thing that comes up, the bald head guy that always announced him. Oh my God, what was his name?
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah, the boy, yeah. But his dad was a wrestler too.
But that's crazy that Booker T, that he ain't gonna want to do nothing big, just fade it off.
No,
Booker T did have a belt. Now that I think about it,
he's a commentator.
Yeah.
Booker T is a commentator. He's making more money doing the doing that and his own personal business stuff. But no, he's a businessman.
I forgot all about.
Getting paid.
I forgot all about Booker T. He actually
Booker
had
T's
both
getting
belts.
paid, though.
He had the championship belt and a Continental belt. I forgot about him. He's the only one that I can think of that had a belt.
I was thinking of. I was like, there was a black guy. That's the one I was thinking of.
He's the only one that he's the only black wrestler I remember that actually had a belt.
Well, see, if y'all talking about Booker T's time, there is other wrestlers that's gotten a belt and stuff like that. Booker T was definitely the biggest, but there's other black ones like there's this one group. It's a three guy band. And they're from New Orleans. They've gotten a lot of play too, and they play the sax and the trumpet and whatever. Like there's other ones, but back in the day when we was younger, I'm saying, well,
yeah.
When I was
and look at the image of the black man. I think they'll have one black man just Slick, and look at his image. Jerry Curl with the shark skin suit.
Okay.
Looking like a pimp.
Yeah.
That was the image they had of us. They took Tony Atlas and turned him into an African savage.
Here you go. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's grandfather was also a professional wrestler.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Peter, his name was Peter Marv, whatever. But if you see this picture, you would know that you would know this. You would know the face. He's a Samoan boy that looked just like a Hawaiian. The one that used to dress up as a Hawaiian.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh, I know.
Or Superfly Jimmy
Smith. Like a Hawaiian, he had the thing on his head and everything. He was a Samoan professional wrestler, and that's The Rock's grandfather.
Oh wow! I had to see that.
He is the maternal grandfather of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, so he's been wrestling all his life.
It's in his family.
Like Bret the Hitman Hart. And whatever happened to the Hart Foundation anyway? That was my team.
I don't even know. And it says he's in the Hall of Fame. WWE Hall of Fame 2008. His grandpa.
It's a couple of, I need to look at some of them Hall of Fame joints too, because there's a lot of people in there that was really, really good. I think the last one I see where it was Mr. Fuji, Jerry the King.
I would show you this picture, but you ain't on the screen.
I'm looking at the screen.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the screen. I'm not on the screen, but I'm looking at the screen.
Okay, here you go. That's that. That's his grandpa.
Oh.
Look, watch. Now look at this one. That's how you knew he wore that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Headgear and stuff like that. Just the picture itself is like, I remember this look. He was the only Samoan thing because he was the closest thing to being brown that I remember seeing.
I will say this: when I first started watching in the 70s, it wasn't too many blacks. It really wasn't. When I first started watching wrestling, it was back in the days of Chief J Strongbow. And,
that's his name. High Chief. His name was High Chief Peter, whatever.
Nah, this dude was a white cat, Chief J Strongbow.
Because they got him down here as High Chief.
What's the other boy name? Superstar Billy Graham and them cats.
Mm-hmm.
George the Animal Steel.
All right, well, we need to, it's time to close this out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we can talk off. I don't want to.
Y'all gotta catch me or tomorrow, no live show. CYNDA is actually going to be doing another platform tomorrow, and I'll be tuning into that while I'm getting some work done. So no live morning show tomorrow. Yeah. We'll be back Tuesday with
It was a known face.
We'll be back Tuesday with PHILLIE BEAUTEE, grown folks.
Oh.
So, all right, y'all. We ready to sign off from Facebook.
All right, y'all.
I will watch the second half of the game.
Yes,
I
yes.
actually want to see it.
Thank you so
So
much for
later.
everything. Thank you for all your help, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
This
welcome.